Good morning. It's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. Who hasn't lost something at some point in their life? Who hasn't lost? I lose my keys routinely. I lose my wallet all the time. And I have trouble finding it. Perhaps you've lost money. Perhaps you've lost something small and incidental, or something of great value. Everybody's lost something. It made it a wonderful illustration for Jesus in Luke 15 when he talked about the woman who had a number of different coins, but she had lost one. And she stopped everything that she was doing because she wanted to find that coin. It was important. It was valuable to her. And when she found it, there was great rejoicing. Jesus would use the parable about or metaphor of someone who lost a sheep, a shepherd who might have 100 sheep, but he loses one and he stops what he's doing to go find it. Losing something is important. Seeking something is the other side of the losing coin. When something is lost, you seek it out. Now, how are we going to live our lives today? What are we going to do today? I would suggest to you that we can use the seeking side of this coin to better live our life today. Jesus said in Matthew to seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. And that idea of seeking first, making it a top priority to seek the kingdom of God. A lot of people look at that and they think, well, the kingdom of God means eternity in his presence, and it certainly involves that. But it's so much more. The kingdom of God is where God reigns. That's why Jesus taught his disciples to pray daily, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. May God reign in this earth. May God reign in my life. I should be seeking first today the kingdom of God. I should be seeking for God to reign. That means that God should reign in my attitudes, how I treat others, how I approach tasks. God should reign in my attitudes. God should reign in my actions. What I do, what choices I make today. God should reign in my appetites, not just the food I consume physically, but the food I consume in my mind. What do I look at today? What am I feeding in my life? If we will let God reign in our attitudes and our feelings, in our actions and what we do, in our appetites and how we feed ourselves and what we think about and what we experience, then the other part of that verse comes in. Jesus says, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything else will be taken care of. So, thought for the day is to seek the presence of God. We all know what it's like to be looking for something that may or may not be lost. But for God to reign in our lives is of inestimable value. Now, I cannot let this go without telling you. One of the movies that was popular when I was young was called Raiders of the Lost Ark, starring Harrison Ford. And it was a search for the Ark of the Covenant by Nazi Germany and by the archaeologists that Harrison Ford portrayed. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Why do I bring this up? Because the Ark of the Covenant is what I'll be teaching on this Sunday, and I hope you'll join me live 11 o'clock Central Time. The links are below. But today, Juan and Jesse, two of my buds at work, are in Minnesota, where they have found a replica of the Ark of the Covenant that they are bringing down to Houston. They have been a raider of the not Lost Ark, replica Ark, but they are bringing it to Houston. I will have that replica and use it to teach on Sunday. I hope you can join me. Meanwhile, seek the presence of God in your day today, and your day will be much better. God bless you. I'll see you Monday.